All right. So I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on Facebook. I will also be going live on Instagram and we will get to it. So grab a notebook. Today is day 2 of the new self. And if you missed day one, we talked about the power of repetition. I have the replay. DM me and I'll send you the replay. Send me your email and I can send you the replay so that you get caught up. Because when we want to change, when we want to usher in change, when we want lasting change, there are components that create our change. And we really have to go inward if we want to make any sustainable change. So it's work, but it's the most beautiful work because it is work on us. You know, it's work on us. And we are the most wonderful project that we can work on in this lifetime. So, today we're going to move into a different topic, but let me just organize the lives and we can get started. Okay. Okay, just a moment, guys. Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's get into it. Are you having trouble manifesting what you want? Do you notice in life that you have desires? There is a version of yourself that you want to be, yet there's a disconnect, or you're not readily reaching the levels that you want. You're not living a reality day in and day out that you genuinely want. If you've noticed any of those, then there's something that I want you to look at, and we will look at this. We will look at this together today. So sometimes there are blind spots that we don't see when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to up leveling, when it comes to reaching our next level of self. We can have blind spots. That's why choosing a coach, reading a book, taking a course is so important and so valuable, because we can allow somebody else to see our blind spots, or we can read a passage in a book and we can see our blind spots through that way, and it's we're not weak for seeking out help. Success leaves clues. So it's so nice to have help when we grow, have help when we want to reach our next level. So if you have been trying to reach your next level for a while and you're not really getting much traction, I want to invite you to look at your self-concept, which is what we're going to look at today. Because our self-concept controls the narrative that we live in this world. Our self-concept is the opinion we have of ourselves. It is the light in which we see ourselves. And we can't outperform our self-concept. We can't. We can't receive greater than our self-concept. Our self-concept holds how we feel our worth. Our self-concept holds the degree into which we feel self-love. Our self-concept holds it's like a box that holds us and allows in or repels things that we want, experiences that we want, people that we want, characteristics that we want to embody. Our self-concept is this radius around us that either lets in or repels. So it's so important, and it's so important that we look at it. And awareness is everything. Awareness is everything. Because if we are not aware of our self-concept, we will continue 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road in the same position without gaining any traction, without changing. Because we can't see what we're not aware of. Right? So, take out your notebook, and I want you to write down how you feel in certain areas of your life, and that'll kind of give us a little gauge as to where we are with our self-concept. So grab your notebook and let me know, do you believe, and you can just write a yes or a no. You can write this on your phone too if it's easier. Do you believe, these are just some fundamental things in life. Do you believe that you are good with money? Do you believe that you are good in relationships? Do you believe that you are attractive, loved, liked, wanted, desired, chosen? Do you believe that you're creative? Do you believe that you're smart? Do you believe that you're a good communicator? Do you believe that you express yourself eloquently? Do you believe in yourself? Do you trust yourself? Are you the type of person that can get the job done? Are you the type of person that can be relied on? Just take inventory. Where do you stand with these questions? And now, let's start to write how we would like to feel in regards to our self-concept. So we'll go back to the first question. Do you believe that you're good with money? Which is a big one. Money is a neutral resource that we need for everything. Everything in this incarnation. Our exchange value is done through money, so it's very valuable. Do you believe that you're the type of person that is good with money, that can hold money, that can receive money, that can create money? And if the answer isn't that strong, next to it, let's write, how do you want to be with money? So you could write something like, I desire to have a lot of money, be comfortable in the energy of money, exchange money without holding on to it. I receive lots of money, and I'm comfortable with lots of money. Money makes me feel at home. Write the narrative that you would like to feel with in regards to money. So just take a moment to write it. You know, when I would watch live streams, and the organizer would encourage us to journal, I would always, for the longest time, I would just resist it. I would just resist it, and I would do the journaling in my mind. I wouldn't actually put pen to paper. But I have to tell you that when you write, when you take your pen and when you write something, you know, there's three ways to bring forth our reality. I mean, there's so many layers. But first we think of something. It's on our awareness. Then we speak it. We bring voice to it, and our words are a spell. And we speak it aloud, which is another form of creation. And then when we write, we really cast a spell with what we have written. It's another powerful point of creation. And especially if you want to journal out something, like you can write, I'm feeling this way. And it can be negative. It can be not what you want to be feeling. It can be the complete opposite of what you want to be feeling. But when you bring awareness to it and you dump it out on paper, you really can move. Because you can see it and you can realize, you know, that doesn't feel good. That's not my ultimate reality. I no longer need to carry this. And you can let go of it, and then you can rewrite it. So right now I'd like you to rewrite just very, very quickly, because money is such a deep topic, and we go in very deep into into our self-concepts, our individual self-concepts. We go very deep in the new self, which starts on Saturday, and everyone here today will receive a special price. The link is in the comments. It's an 8-week transformation where we dive headfirst into ourselves. We go completely inward and we transform into our new self. And our new self is the version of ourselves that we deeply want to be, our full potential, but also our true self. We bring in who we were as a child. We bring in our innate authenticity, our innate magic, and then we merge that with the dreams and the goals and the versions of ourselves that we want to hold. It's a really magical experience, and I invite you all to join. And we go deep. But for the sake of this call, for the sake of this exercise right now, rewrite in a sentence or two how you are with money. Okay. So now let's go through the rest of the list just quickly and touch on these, because even just touching on it is going to create movement. Like I mentioned before, awareness is everything. When we're not aware of something, we're not aware of it. It's not visible in our life. It's not part of our life when we're not aware of it. I mean, it can be present, but until we bring awareness to our wounds, until we bring awareness to what it is that we no longer prefer, until that can we truly change it. So, in regards to relationships, when I initially asked, do you feel good in your relationships? Do you feel that you're good at relationships, in relationships, romantic and friendships? Do you feel you're a good friend? Do you feel you're a trusting ally? Do you feel you're a harmonious, loving, wonderful partner? And whatever you wrote before, if it's not fully what you want, let's rewrite it. Let's rewrite it. Let's bring awareness to it, and let's rewrite it. So if your answer was anything but what you wanted, or if your answer was most of what you wanted, but there's another element that you want to bring forth to who you are in relationships, friendships, and romantic relationships, write down. Just write it down, like a sentence or two. I am trustworthy. I am a harmonious partner. I am a joy to be with. I am loving and lovable and a wonderful partner. Write that down. Now, attractiveness. Do you feel attractive? Deep down, you're only asking yourself, this is just between you and you. Do you feel attractive? Do you feel wanted? Do you feel desired? This is such a integral part of who we are as a person, because if we walk through life as if we're not wanted, we're not chosen, and we're not attractive, what do you think life, which is a mirror, is going to mirror back to us? We have to fall in love with ourselves for the world to fall in love with us. We have to acknowledge that we are lovable, and everyone is lovable. Everyone is lovable and worthy and a beautiful, magnificent expression of life. That's the truth. That's the truth. So do you feel lovable? Do you feel attractive? Do you feel worthy and chosen? And whatever you wrote initially when I first asked, if it's not really yeses, then let's change it right now. So next to the answer you wrote, let's write the new narrative for your self-concept, which is the strongest precursor to what you can receive in life. Yeah? So rewrite. I feel attractive. I feel loved. I feel chosen. And if you don't yet feel it, write it. You're planting a seed. And if you work with me, especially in the new self course that we start on Saturday, you will begin to feel this. I mean, we will transform these feelings together. But for the sake of right now, write the new that you want. We declare it first on paper and in thought. Write the new that you want. Your feeling, your character, your belief of it will follow. So write. Write that you feel chosen. Write that you feel worthy. Write that you feel attractive and wanted. Write the new narrative that you want. Just a couple sentences. And then now let me ask the last few pieces that we had in our initial list. Do you feel creative? Do you feel smart? Do you feel like a good communicator? Do you feel capable and able and organized and clear-headed? How do you feel in that realm of yourself? What is your self-concept at this juncture? And if your answer, when we initially asked, is anything but positive, let's rewrite it. Let's bring awareness to it like we have the entire list, and let's rewrite it. This is the perfect time. So start to write, how would you like to feel? Do you want to feel creative and vibey and communicative and smart and wise and mentally organized and open-minded and clear-headed? How do you want the mental aspect of yourself to feel? Start to write what you would like. Just a few sentences, write it out, and know that this is the first step in changing your self-concept. Because as I mentioned before, we cannot outperform our self-concept. Our self-concept is literally a radius around us, or a box, whatever you can mentally visualize. It is a circle around us that either allows in or repels the things that we want, the versions of ourselves that we want to be, the attributes and characteristics that we would like to step into. None of that can outperform the self-concept that we have right now. So if I don't believe that I'm good at something, that will be my experience every single day. If I don't believe that I'm a good communicator, I will find evidence of that in every junction of my life, multiple times a day. And even if, let's say, I really, really, really want to be a good communicator, and I'm taking a public speaking course and all the things, if I still, in my self-concept, view myself as not capable in that, it will be this barrier in front of me forever until I bring awareness to it and I choose to change that. I choose to let go of that portion of my self-concept and I choose to usher in a new self-concept. So, like I mentioned before, if you are feeling like you're not getting ahead and there are things that you want, but there's a barrier, self-concept is what we need to look at. And we go very deep, very, very deep into this starting Saturday in the new self. We dive head first. But for today, for the call, the first step and the most fundamental step is to bring awareness to where we currently are in our self-concept. And especially with the categories that we just went through, because those are fundamental. If we feel attractive, if we feel smart, if we feel good in relationships, if we feel good in money, that's a general radius, but that's a good radius to start in. So we've established where we are, and we have rewritten what we would like to be. And that's the first step. So when you have finished your sentences, you can just put your pen down and you can just be. And the beautiful thing about being a human and having a mind and having this amazing body is we have workers with us. We have a whole team with us. We have a subconscious mind that is so vast and colossal and big within us that if we feed it the right, how do I say this? If we feed it the right food, we can say food, it will work with us. If we can acknowledge that we have within us this vast, great, massive mechanism that can work on our behalf, if we work with it, it's so motivating and it's so reassuring. And we can rest assured knowing that anything that we want, we can have. And the only thing that we have to do is we have to play the game. But this is a beautiful game and a fun game and a loving game and a supportive game. This is us bringing attention to every inner corner within us. And to put awareness on the things that we don't prefer. And in doing so, we can alchemize them. We can transform them. Of course, there are steps, and of course, this is work. This is work. It is inner work. And sometimes it can be emotional, and sometimes it can be difficult. But what other work would you like to do than work on yourself, which is the greatest gift that we have in this life? You know, I mean, it is only us. It's us and us. We're the only ones in our body experiencing this life. We're the only ones we're the only ones experiencing our senses. We're the only ones thinking our thoughts. We're the only ones feeling the thrill of adrenaline. We're the only ones falling in love and having a first kiss and feeling the air on our skin. Like, it's us and us. So if we can go inward and begin to work on ourselves and open these doors and take out what we no longer want and do a little cleaning and put new furniture inside. When it didn't work, I died. I mean, and we've all had heartbreak, absolutely, but I was heartbroken, and thank God that happened. Thank God, because I'm now married to my soulmate, and that would have never happened had I not had my heart broken several years ago. So I'm sure you have experiences in your life where you were just brought to your knees, or heartbroken, or really spread thin. But the silver lining of that, looking back on it now, hindsight is 2020. Can you see, do you agree that that was so perfect to have happened? And even though it was difficult, it was perfect. It was perfect. Yeah. Yeah. So, I will leave you with this. Self-concept is powerful. And today we have opened the door to self-concept. Yesterday was day 1. This is a 3-part series. And yesterday we worked on the power of repetition, and how when we want to usher in change, when we want to make lasting change, when we want to become our next level self, our friend is repetition. Our friend is repetition because we impress our subconscious mind through the power of repetition. And today we open the door to self-concept, which is an integral part of the process of changing, of up-leveling. Because like I mentioned before, we cannot outperform our self-concept. Our self-concept will not allow in what we want if we don't feel that that's a part of us, if we don't see ourselves in that light. So it's important. Tomorrow is day 3 of the new self, part 3, and we will open up a different part, equally important part of the new self process. And I hope you gain a lot from it. If you didn't watch yesterday, send me a DM with your email address and I'll send you the replay. We were together about an hour yesterday, and the power of repetition cannot be skipped. Today was self-concept, opening the door to self-concept, and tomorrow we will build even further. And if you feel inspired and want to go even deeper with this, because this is a really big topic. I mean, we are multifaceted. We are deep. There are so many layers to us. And when we want to change and when we want to up level, we got to go all in. And that's what my transformation experience course is, called The New Self. We start Sunday, and I would love to welcome you in. And everyone attending this 3-part live series, any of the days gets a special price. So I will see you tomorrow. Be proud of yourself. You opened the door to your self-concept, and once you are aware of something, you can't unsee it.